I'm going to show you how to upgrade gear in Monster Hunter Wilds. So this is kind of just the TLDR version, what you got to do to upgrade gear. So you got to talk to Gemma, I don't know how to say your name. And as you progress through the game, you'll unlock more and more things that you can upgrade, from your armor to your weapons to decorations to all sorts of different things. So as you go up in Monster Hunter rank, as you progress the main story, you'll get more and more options. What you'll do is tell her that you'd like to change your equipment, and then from here you get all these crazy options. Use an insect glaive. You'll also want to manage your kinsects in there. But you can upgrade, you can forge equipment for your palico, you can forge upgrade talismans, you know, and here you make them. On the right is upgrading. You'll unlock upgrading later. There's probably more stuff late game. You also have forge, upgrade armor, forge, upgrade weapons. Those are the main things you're going to be doing. So let's go look at weapons, for example. I'm pretty sure they all use the exact same mats for the exact same thing. So you'll go through here and all these things. So, you know, at first you can only have like this, and then eventually you get like later ones that you'll be able to use. And you'll need, obviously, the upgrade materials in the middle, and a certain amount of Zenny, which is not a big deal. There's also certain skills that they'll give, which we'll go over in a second. But in order to craft, say, Hope Edge 2, I first have to have a Hope Edge 1 in my inventory. I don't have to have it equipped. I just have to have one in the item box or whatever. So if you're going to go to one, like, say you've never made one down here, and you want to make this thing, you might have to also make this first and then upgrade it into this, okay? And then on that, you just need to get these items. You got to find out where each one is. You know, some of these have harder to find ones, like a Firestone or a Frost Sack might be a little bit harder to get. Some of them, though, it'll just straight up be the parts from defeating one of the boss monsters from one of the quests. And you can always go back and do those optional, do the bosses again by replaying the quests until you get all the materials you need in order to upgrade one of them. So weapons, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Then there's the equipment skills. So bottom left is a sub menu. It's Y or triangle or whatever the heck it is on mouse and keyboard. And you can press that and then go to skill info, and then you can see what these skills are. Now, if you have multiple pieces of gear that all have the same skill, you'll eventually get level 2 and then level 3, which will increase, you know, the effectiveness of what they do. So be sure to consider looking at those things as well when choosing what weapon to get. Also on the right, you can see stats about sharpness, which is like how long you can use it before it breaks, and you have to repair it on the field. There's element affinity, attack. Attack's like the number one thing you're going to be looking for, obviously. But element is also really relevant. And then also you go back here and there's forge upgrade armor. So in the armor, what happens is same thing. You know, you'll need, usually it's items from the bosses that you fight during the main story. You can always go back and fight them again to farm more of the materials. But in other cases, there will be certain things you'll need that will not be from the bosses, like this frozen ice bone, or somewhere up here. I know there's another one way back. A sturdy bone, for example, is from a bone pile. But then also each of these, you'll notice there's 2 rows. Well, they're all the exact same thing for each one. The difference is just they give you 2 different looks for each one. So say you want to get this helmet, it's like you shoot, do you want this helmet or that helmet? It's the same helmet. It's just which cosmetic version do you want? And then again, same with this, you can go through and look at the skill info for each of them and, you know, let that help you decide which way you want to upgrade them, or which ones you want to use, or which ones you want to craft, basically. And then there's also the defense stats, obviously. So you'll be able to see, if you go to this, how much will your at the bottom right, how much will your defense go up if you change this one? Will your fire resistance go up or down? Water resistance go up or down from the current one, and so on and so forth. Now, as for upgrading gear, in order to do that, you'll go to these, and at the bottom left, you'll see the confirm button. It's A or X or whatever PC is. And you do that, and this is something you unlock later on. So you won't be able to do this until, like, I don't know, Monster Hunter, or not Monster or Hunter rank 4 or something like that, somewhere in there. I don't remember. Anyway, upgrade. And then here you'll use armor spheres. So let's say I use 1, okay? That will get it up to the next level. And then I can use a bunch of these, so like 7, and I can get it all the way to the max level, which is level 6. Once I'm done, hit upgrade. And then that will upgrade it, and it will increase how much defense it gives me and just generally make it better. And that's the gist of it. I mean, there's a little more nuance to it all, but main thing is just play through the game. You'll unlock more and more things to upgrade, more and more things to craft. And I just wanted to give you a general, like, short version of how it all works and what all you need to do. The biggest thing you're going to run into is finding the materials that you need in order to craft some of these. That's going to be the big problem you'll run into, and you'll have to go figure out where to find a Firestone, for example, or something like that. But hopefully the video is able to help you out, guys. Now you know how to forge and upgrade weapons, armor, talismans, etc. in Monster Hunter Wilds.